at 5 o'clock like that, suddenly in one of my ears, I couldn't hear.
Rebel News is a company, but it's also a bit of a family. We've been together through thick and thin for more than 10 years. One of our most recognizable talents is our Ontario-based reporter, David Menzies, and that signature hat that he wears. People love David, his combination of humor and stubbornness and just plain old shoe leather journalism. And he's had more than 1 billion views since he joined the company. But the other day, David told us about a health problem he had, and I would never bring it up without his permission. And it's been a bit of a challenge getting some remedies for it. It's not completely covered by Medicare, and we've got to come up with a bit of a plan to help David, and I need your help at helpdavid.com. Let me talk to David with you about what's happened. David, not to put too fine a point on it, but recently you've gone deaf in one ear, and it's not just the deafness, it's sort of the cacophony that's resulted. Tell us about it. And this is very serious stuff. You've got a smile, but underneath that smile is a lot of pain. Tell us what happened.
Yes, Ezra, and it's a pleasure to be with you, and it's been a pleasure to been working for this company since day one. Ezra, I can tell you the exact date, May 15th. I was in front of my desktop, no loud music, nothing happening, not even the radio was on. And at 5 o'clock like that, suddenly in one of my ears, I couldn't hear. Actually, that's not completely true. If only I couldn't hear anything. Instead, it's the sound of a tuning fork 24/7, except of course when I sleep. And it is a maddening, droning sound. And whatever sound is getting into my ear, my brain interprets as a shrill bird chirp.
Oh my God.
It is absolutely maddening. It's something I wouldn't wish on my worst enemy. Evidently, it's called tinnitus, for which there is no cure.
And you've been to good doctors? You've been to a specialist?
Oh, so many. And so you can help lessen the blow. And that's what I did, and that's kind of the pickle I'm in, is that what I have in my ears right now is something called a bicross hearing aid. It's made by a German company called Signia, and it's in both ears. How it works is it doesn't bring back the hearing, but it sort of mitigates the distractions that are in the ear. And last Friday, I went for something called sound therapy. So on my cell phone, if you can imagine, I have an ocean sound programmed in this ear. And evidently, the sound of the ocean waves is to help mitigate the drone of the tuning fork. So no panacea, but better than what it was.
So if it was 10 out of 10 awful before, what's it now using this equipment?
Do you know what? Probably 7. It's still up there.
No.
But the other benefit, at least according to my wife, is that it's helping me hear better. She's noticed a tangible benefit there. And by the way, it's not all bad, Ezra. I mean, you always look for the silver lining. I can say this, thanks to the tinnitus, when Lady Menzoid nags me, I only hear it in mono as opposed to stereo. So, there's a plus, right?
Well, I love the fact you're always joking even when you're in pain. Now, you're holding something in your hand here. So it's a high-tech thing. What's that?
This is a little charging device.
Oh, yeah.
And so the 2 hearing aids, which are in my ears right now, go in there.
It's like an iPod case or something.
Yeah. And like I said, via my phone, I've got an ocean sound happening, because which is good too, because I remember first going to Hampton Beach when I was a little kid, and my grandfather said, hey, there's a seashell, put it up to your ear and you're going to hear something. And he said, what did you hear? And I said, somebody yelling, get off the beach. Right, so, but this is an actual wave coming in.
Oh boy. Well, listen, you and I have been talking about this for a while, and you did tell me before you were getting access to the doctors you needed, and this fancy hearing aid, which you've described it very well. It's called a Signia Bicross.
Correct.
It costs more than $7,000. Now,
Correct.
I told you that I'd cover the shortfall.
Yes.
Because listen, we want you in good spirits. We want you to be able to hear as well as you can. And we're just unhappy that you're unhappy. So we figured it out. It was about $7,000 plus.
Yeah.
Now, $2,000 was covered by OHIP. That's the Ontario Health
Oh,
Insurance.
no, those were manufacturer rebates.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So the OHIP component is really a measly $500 for a legitimate medical aid.
Oh,
Now, the
okay.
funny thing is, Ezra, if I was a confused man who thought he was female, Doug Ford would cut me a check for the whole slice and dice operation.
So I got my numbers wrong. So the device is about $7,000.
Yeah.
And then you say the Ontario government covers about $500?
That's it, yeah.
So there's about $6,500. Now there's some rebates you were able to
Couple
get.
of grand in manufacturer rebates. That's
So confirm for me the total amount that we have
just under 5,000.
$4,995. Did I hear that right?
That's right.
All right. Now, we do have a health insurance and a drug plan here at Rebel News. It's sort of modest. We're not super wealthy. Now, you called them, and they're going to cover approximately half of that. Is that right?
Correct, yes.
All right. So if my math is right, and we were talking about this earlier, we need to, the shortfall, is it correct, $2,245?
That sounds about right, yes.
All right. Listen, it's the least we can do, not just so you can hear and do your work, but just so that it won't drive you crazy or crazier. And no, we all love you, and our viewers love you. And I promised you that I would cover the shortfall.
Well, that's so nice.
But I want to ask folks, if you want to help me out, please do, and go to helpdavid.com. I don't really understand. You've explained a little bit of this to me. It sounds terrible.
Yes.
It sounds absolutely awful and distracting. And if this helps reduce that from a 10 out of 10 to a 7 out of 10 on the pain department, well, and hopefully there'll be new technology to make it even better. I was so upset when I heard about this, and I know it's been upsetting you and your family too.
Well, and it's funny, again, there is no cure, and I can tell you, this is the next multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical cure if they ever come up with a solution to tinnitus. I'm not sure how it happened. Sometimes in the field with the pro-Hamas people, the Antifa people, one of their tricks, Ezra, has happened to be so many times, is they blare that megahorn in your ear. It's a form of assault. The police never do anything about it. I'm very mindful of the good ear, because if that goes, well, you're going to have to put me out to pasture.
Well, David, we do have a health insurance plan here. Yes. It covered part of it. I'm glad to hear.
Yes.
Doug Ford chipped in $500. Thank you very little. So the remainder is $2,245. I did promise you that I would cover that, and I will.
Yes.
But if folks can help make a dent in that, and I was just talking to David before we went on air, and he said that if anyone gives $250 or more, David will give you a 5-minute phone call with the phone on this ear. I mean, is that the thing? You can only use the phone on one ear.
I've got it on Bluetooth, so it goes right into my hearing aids.
Well,
and it'll be more than 5 minutes. I'll be that grateful.
Oh, yeah.
And I got to tell you, it's ironic in a way, Ezra. It used to be there was a stigma of wearing hearing aids.
Yeah.
But now half the planet are wearing earbuds.
Everyone's got the
cool.
AirPods. That's right. Well, listen, I'm so sorry this happened to you. I know I've seen the pain you're in and how it affects you. And if this can make your life better and your work better, we're happy to help. And when I say we, I mean Rebel News and me. If our viewers want to help too, this is your chance. Go to helpdavid.com. And if you chip in $250, he'll give you a phone call and a thank you that way. And listen, I'm very sorry this is happening to you. And I hope that this will be step one in getting your sanity back.
Yes.
And then hopefully there will be advances, or you'll have some remission, and things will go well. I really hope so, David.
Ezra, I can't thank you enough, and in advance, I can't thank our viewers enough. They're so generous. They've always come through for us. I'm very humbled by this. Thank you, sir.
Well, David, I hope you feel better, and I hope this helps. And to you at home, if you want to help David, this is a great way. Go to helpdavid.com.